to my kitchen and welcome to a new video. I'm very excited to make this video. Quick disclaimers, the reason I'm making this video is because I have eaten tacos and a smoothie every single day since I moved to Portland practically, and probably before then too, and I am tacoed out. I cannot eat another taco. I just want some variety. I'm a creature of habit, but this week we're gonna be trying some new recipes, things I've all made before, but now we're just kind of condensing all those recipes into 1 week because I just want to change. So I'm not the best cook in the world, but I really want to get better. It's something that I've wanted to include in some new hobbies of mine for 2025. So welcome to my journey of learning how to cook. Okay, so as a behind the scenes, this is my camera, me setting up, and I just spilled all of my salt. So that's super cool because I was trying to show the camera right here and then I burned my hand. So lately, I've been leaning more into savory breakfast, which is funny because I used to only eat sweet breakfasts like yogurt bowls or banana pancakes, but this breakfast bagel has been hitting the spot. It's something we usually get when we go out, so recreating it at home feels familiar, but also just way more convenient on the weekdays. And you can definitely switch it up, but I usually make it the exact same way every time. Avocado, tomato, egg, onions, sprouts. It's just too good. Got our breakfast sandwich. It actually looks really good, and it's like 11 a.m. right now, and normally I actually don't eat this late, especially when I go to workout classes in the morning. Usually I eat right when I get home. I do not spare a moment, but I just started editing and stuff, and so all of a sudden it's already 11 a.m. But let's take our first bite. The bagel is perfectly toasted. It's like a little crunchy on the outside, but it's still doughy on the inside. That's really good and pretty easy to make. All right, it's a few hours later and we're gonna be making a harvest bowl for lunch. I love harvest bowls. I think it's my favorite meal to have for lunch. I just feel like it's so easy to piece everything together into a bowl, and I feel like they always turn out really delicious. We also always like to have sweet potatoes meal prepped and handy throughout the week because we just kind of sprinkle cubed sweet potatoes in everything. That's what we're gonna be doing right now. I love harvest bowls because they're such a good way to be creative with whatever's in the fridge. I usually add things like cucumbers and roasted sweet potatoes too. I almost always use tofu because lately I've been a little bit more intentional about switching up my proteins during the week. We also make pickled onions all the time because they add so much brightness and depth. Like cutting onions. Sometimes I get tired of meals if I eat them too often, but harvest bowls never really get old because there's so much room to switch things up. Time for some rice. If you guys have a Trader Joe's near you, you probably know what I'm talking about. But most things there are super affordable and cheap. I feel like the food can go bad pretty quickly. And I got this bag of rice here, which like rice lasts so long. And it's just brown jasmine rice, but it's green. And it says the expiration though is October 2026. So that's kind of sus. I wanted to use brown rice for this harvest bowl, but we already had rice that Alec made a couple days ago. So I'm just gonna use this. I'm not gonna risk it. So let's put this together. She is so colorful. I feel like, you know what? I didn't even check my makeup. I probably have mascara on my eyes because I was crying so much when I was cutting the onions. This looks delish. The reason why my tofu is yellow is because I always like to put turmeric on it. I'm also going to drizzle some soy sauce. This took me a little bit longer than normal to make just because I was meal prepping and I was trying to do everything in bulk and just making sure I like finished cooking all the sweet potatoes and whatnot. But let's get a good bite. Not bad, you guys. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself right now because my boyfriend spoils me every day because he usually cooks all of our meals. So I just like don't really do it as much anymore. But I used to be vegetarian. And so this is something that I used to make all the time when I was vegetarian. It's simple, it's easy, because one of the hardest parts for me being I was vegan for a little bit or vegetarian is that you just don't get enough nutrients in your diet. And well, I didn't. And so I just found harvest bowls to be like perfect for getting a lot of nutrients in. It's filling and easy to make. I'm all about easy to make. I have not cleaned up the kitchen yet. I'm gonna do that a little bit later, but right now we're gonna go to the grocery store. I need to get some things for dinner and then also just a few things for the rest of the week. I think I'm gonna keep it pretty light for dinner tonight since I ate breakfast and lunch super late. Usually I'm like clockwork. I have everything around relatively the same time every day, but today was just kind of atypical. And so I kind of feel like having like salmon with a couple sides maybe. So let's go to the grocery store. I just got back from the grocery store and picked up these chocolate chips, mini chocolate chips, which are infinitely better, and I have to try them. Oh, they smell so good. Oh, I probably shouldn't be getting this excited about them, but I am obsessed with mini chocolate chips. Like anytime I get frozen yogurt, if I go get ice cream anywhere, the topping of choice for me every single time is mini chocolate chips. Oh my gosh, they're so good. If you ever see these in the grocery store, just buy it. Trust. It is $5.50 right now. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I don't feel like cooking right now, but I am gonna make the salmon for dinner. I always try making fish the day that I buy it because to be honest, I get kind of sussed out cooking any sort of like fish or meat, so I never do it. I very rarely, like I can't even tell you the last time that I've made it. Usually Alec will do it, but it's my turn today. I'm just gonna do something very simple today. I'm just gonna do a salmon, maybe a little lemon on top, and then a side of broccoli. Alec and I both are not super hungry right now, so I think we're just gonna keep it simple. I've actually only made salmon in the oven, and I'm not exactly sure if I'm doing this completely correctly, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So things aren't going well over here. I've eaten about half of the broccoli already. I feel like broccoli is not a fan favorite to most people, but every time I do have it, it's so good. This salmon isn't looking too hot. I don't know what to do. It's steaming and not cooking, so I'm a little bit at a loss right now.
Yummy.
No, seriously.
No, it's good flavor.
Is it?
It's overcooked as shit.
Oh, is it? Did I overcook it?
Yeah, it's terribly overcooked, but it's good.
I called Alec and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, I don't know, I've been cooking it for 20 minutes and I feel like it's not cooking. He was like, what do you mean you've been cooking it for 20 minutes? That's my bad. On to the next, on to the next.
So Megan bought smoked salmon. She bought lox for the salmon. And I'm like, man, the salmon's so smoky and tasty.
Yeah, he's like, did you put barbecue salt on it? I was like, no.
And then she just showed me the package and she bought lox and then she cooked it for 20 minutes. It's so dry. But it's got like, great flavor.
It's good though. He said it tastes like beef jerky. Anyways, yeah, so that's our update tonight. We just got ready for the day and we're gonna be having like a yogurt bowl for breakfast. Coco June is literally one of the most delicious non-dairy yogurts ever. It feels like you're eating ice cream. Right, this is what we're gonna be making. It's my new fixation. Coco June was something that I bought one time out of curiosity and now it's a grocery staple. It's super creamy and smooth, kind of like a mix between coconut milk and Greek yogurt. Most non-dairy yogurts are either way too sweet or kind of taste artificial. I switch up the toppings depending on the day, so sometimes I add fruit, sometimes chocolate chips, maybe both. It works as a breakfast, a snack, or even dessert. It's a 10 out of 10 in my book though. I always recommend it.
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. perfect.
This is what it's like having a boyfriend. I haven't had one bite yet, and he's done. I also added a few chocolate chips in there, mini chocolate chips. It is 9:10. I want to edit a reel before I head over to ceramics class. Okay, I just finished editing. We're gonna head over to the studio right now to go finish up my first mug, which I'm really excited about. I feel like I always wear kind of like the same thing when I go to class, because when you do ceramics and you're working with very wet clay, they always recommend you wear like clothes that you don't really care about. And so I'm always in like very baggy jeans and sweaters or like tank tops, and I kind of love it. Like, it makes me feel very artistic and very creative. Like, I have clay everywhere. I kind of love it. So yeah, let's head over now. Okay, I just got back from ceramics. I kind of still have some residue. Normally I like to shower right when I get home, but I am so hungry. It's 2 p.m. right now. I get so immersed when I go to ceramics. I finished, like completely finished, handle and all, my first mug. I'm so excited about it. I kind of lose track of time, and you're supposed to be there for like 3-hour time slots. And so I am very much looking forward to the salad. I also used to never like olives, but as soon as I had it in a Greek salad, I was like, that's all I want. I want a ton of olives in my Greek salad. We're gonna start making this and then enjoy our lunch. I have no idea what changed, but a few years ago, I randomly ordered a Greek salad at a restaurant and instantly became obsessed. I never liked them growing up, like I wouldn't even touch olives, but something about the flavor combo just clicked. Now it's one of my favorite meals, and if it's on the menu, I'm probably getting it. For the dressing, I used olive oil, Dijon mustard, tahini, salt and pepper. I do get uninspired sometimes when it comes to making salads at home, but this is one recipe I never really get tired of. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this. It just looks so refreshing. Greek salad is my favorite salad by far. I just think all the ingredients blend so perfectly together. Also, one of my favorite foods is hummus. I could eat hummus every single day and not get tired of it. So when I do a little hummus, a little tahini dressing, also I whipped that up. No recipe. I just said, let me make a little concoction. I feel like it turned out pretty good. I tell myself that I can't cook, but in reality I can cook. But this is what the kitchen looks like when I do cook. It's just kind of like everywhere. But you know what? That feels normal, right? And this is on the mild side. Like I'm obviously making a salad. It's like nothing crazy. When I do make like a full dinner or like big meal, chaos. And Alec cleans everything after I do cook. So he's always like, why was every single pan used to make a salmon or like chicken? I'm like, I don't know. So I have a bit of a sweet tooth, and I wanted to make some chocolate covered dates. Nothing groundbreaking, but I'm also gonna put a layer of peanut butter. I don't think that there's a better combo. I mean, dates, peanut butter, melted chocolate on top, maybe a little drizzle of something on top, like crushed almonds maybe. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Like kind of squeezing them close together so that when you drizzle the chocolate, it primarily goes on the dates. But this is my favorite part. What I usually do is I will chop up some almonds and then sprinkle almonds on top, but I got crunchy peanut butter, and so I feel like that'll kind of add to the crunch of the dessert. And I'm going to stick them in the freezer, but I kind of want to try it while it's still like in this form, because I feel like it'd be different, but I feel like this would be really good too. That is unreal. I low-key don't even want to freeze it because it's so good. The peanut butter adds such a perfect crunch. What I love about this dessert so much is that the date itself is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. And so with the mixture of the peanut butter and the chocolate on top, it is a perfect combination. Like, it's just perfect. All right, we are on to dinner. So tonight we're gonna be making homemade pizzas. Alec and I used to make homemade pizzas all the time for date night. I just feel like it's such a fun, interactive activity with each other. And it's fun with like friends, anybody. No matter who you're making pizzas with, it's honestly so fun. So Alec is coming home from the office right now. I'm just gonna prep everything right now as much as I can before he gets home. And then we're gonna be making some pizzas. I'm so excited. Pizza's always been a comfort meal for me. Even though I try to avoid dairy most days, I still love it. So this is how we make it at home. I usually add tomatoes, mushrooms, onions, bell peppers. I don't really follow a recipe. I just use whatever we have in the fridge. It's super relaxed and easy, and honestly, how can you go wrong? We're doing pizzas.
Woo!
We're back. He's back. What do you put on your pizza? Do you like everything being vegetarian?
I think it just depends on the day. You know, I can go for either or. I normally like some mushrooms, like combo. I like to load it up.
Yeah, like a combo.
Yeah, like a sausage, bell peppers, mushrooms, onions, you know, olives, the good stuff.
Do you like meat heavy?
No, not normally. I don't want it to be like over meaty and greasy.
Yeah, it makes you feel gross.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like I still want the cheese and the dough, you know. I'm not there for the toppings.
Yeah, I'm there strictly for the dough.
Yeah.
If I could have just the dough, bread is just like my favorite food. Like it's so good. Here are the toppings that we have today. We've got some bell peppers, tomato, onion, mushrooms, and basil, of course, and some mozzarella. You want to go first?
Yeah, pizza time.
Alec's pizza just came out of the oven. We only have one tray here. So now it's my turn. What's your secret ingredient?
Gotta put that honey, that little sweet on it.
Extra points if it's spicy honey.
Yeah, the hot honey.
The hot honey.
Dave's hot honey fails.
So good. I was kind of skeptical at first. I was like, why do you need honey on pizza? Pizza's already delicious. But it really makes it better. Ever since you started putting honey on pizza, I don't think I can go back.
Really?
Yeah. Especially on the crust.
On the crust, it makes the biggest difference.
Yeah. Because it's a little like sweet and savory.
Yeah.
It's even better when you have like chili flakes.
Yes.
That's like extra sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, now we wait for mine. Perfectly golden brown. Good morning, we just got back from the gym and now we're gonna be making some breakfast. I think this morning we're gonna make some acai bowls. We usually make smoothies every morning, but again, I'm just kind of tired of what we've already been having literally every single day. So kind of the same thing, but like in a different form. So I'm gonna do some blueberries, some frozen bananas, and then throw in some protein powder and stuff, and that's gonna be our breakfast. We have our smoothie right here. I want to give it a little taste test to make sure that we don't need to add any other ingredients while it's still in the blender. My friend Joey, who makes the best smoothies, he always recommends to thaw your frozen fruit and use that in your smoothies in acai bowls and not add any liquid. I ended up adding a little bit of almond milk, but this consistency looks so good. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. I love bananas, and so you definitely taste the banana in here. I think I added a pretty decent amount. With a little blueberry, we ran out of protein powder, so I couldn't include any protein powder. We added some creatine, but yeah, this is so good. Wow, I'm actually so happy about this. I feel like I've always tried to make acai bowls, but I either add too much liquid and then it turns into a smoothie, or it's like a little too icy. And I realize that's because I haven't thawed the frozen fruit. Proud of this creation. Fun fact, actually, when I was in high school and college, I used to eat an acai bowl every single day from this one place from my hometown. I would go get a Phil's coffee in the Bay Area, and then I would have an acai bowl, and I think I had that every day for a very long time. So I love acai bowls. Alec, hit us with your review.
8.8 out of 10.
Mmm.
Really good. I'm incredibly impressed by Megan's work. Joey does know the way. The granola is great. The honey drizzle was awesome.
Yeah, thanks. I felt like that really added a professional finishing touch.
No, it's good.
Alex just never seen me cook, you know? You just always take action.
Megan's a good cook.
It is lunchtime. Breakfast and lunch are my two favorite meals of the day. Dinner is not particularly the most exciting to me. Like, definitely breakfast first, and then lunch is the second best, and dinner is just like, meh. Anyways, we're gonna be making a Caprese sandwich, and I might do a Greek salad on the side. Okay, what? If you guys see all that smoke, it's from my toaster. I burned my bread. Oh no. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, I think something must have moved. This is usually where we put our dishes after we clean them, so I think something must have moved it all the way to 5, because usually I keep it at around 3. Especially when it comes to lunch, I always like having things that are just super easy to make, throw together, like a salad, a sandwich, smoothies, like something that just honestly takes no time at all to make. And we had leftover cheese from last night's pizza, so that's why we're making a Caprese. We have our delicious salad and sandwich for lunch. First, I want to try this Caprese. I love basil on everything. I actually forgot to put it on my pizza last night. I was so upset. I was like, how? Of all things, I had it out and everything. I just completely forgot. So we put extra today on the sandwich. I forgot salt. So I'm just going to add a little pinch of salt on this. Now let's try it. I was like, it tastes good, but it was missing something. Salt and pepper. I also put a balsamic glaze. Usually whenever I have salads, I always like to have olive oil and balsamic as my dressing of choice. And so just coating the bread with a little bit of olive oil and balsamic glaze, I feel like adds such a perfect touch to a good Caprese, because even though it's such a simple sandwich, I just feel like it adds so much flavor. It's Friday night tonight, and we were originally planning on going to our favorite Thai restaurant tonight, but honestly we have so much food here, so I think we're just gonna like have some leftovers. I just kind of want to have a chill night tonight, so.
Let me cook.
All right, he's taking over the kitchen.
Let me cook.
We're just gonna fast forward. I'll see you guys when the final meal is complete, because I don't know what's going on right now. Here's our little burrito for dinner. We made one super burrito, and then I got my piece. Dinners aren't our strongest suit. It's Saturday morning. We're off to coffee right now because usually on Saturday mornings, Alec and I like to go kind of have like a little date morning, go try a new coffee shop in the area. So today we're gonna be going to Sister's Coffee. Having some leftovers right now. I honestly was too lazy to make anything else other than just have leftovers, so we're just doing a little harvest bowl, grain bowl, and it looks very colorful and very good.
All right, familia. So here we go. Megan was like, I don't want to do anything tonight, but I am not accepting that. So we're doing a little progressive night. We're going to go to a bunch of different places. I can't wait for you guys to come along with us. And Megan has no idea what's going on. So it's going to be as much a surprise to you guys as it is for her. So
yep. All right, let's go. I guess where we're going for the first place, we're going to a place called Portland City Grill.
It's kind of an icon. It's on the top floor of Big Pink, which is a giant pink skyscraper in downtown Portland. So that is stop one.
I'm excited. I didn't explain what we're doing, but basically what a progressive dinner is where we go to a different restaurant for appetizers, dinner, dessert, and then maybe something fun afterwards. Alex said we're gonna be out till late, but that's kind of what our progressive dinner is. We finished at Portland City Grill. I cannot believe, but I actually forgot to film the sushi that we got, but it was delicious and the view was unreal. Now we're gonna go to our favorite Thai place, Thai Peacock. Are you good? All right, we ended up trying something new at Thai Peacock. We ended up getting their jungle noodles with calamari. Pretty sure we ordered chicken. You know, calamari is also good, but it was so spicy. We were low-key kind of dying. It was delicious. Like flavors, 10 out of 10, but my mouth is burning.
Now we need some ice cream to cool it down.
Yeah. Cooking is one hobby that I haven't really gotten into yet, but I had so much fun at making this video and kind of being in my cooking era. So I've written down all the recipes that I made in the description below. So I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you next week.